Hey, look at me for a second. Yeah, you, right there. You feel that weird static in the air today? That something's about to pop, tension? Good, because apparently it's not just in your head. No fecking way, RN. Because the numbers, the cold, soulless, billionaire-grade numbers, they ran you through the machine. And the machine didn't laugh. It didn't doubt you. It didn't care about your past. It didn't care about your trauma. It didn't care about how many times you've been ignored, dismissed, talked over, treated like a joke. It looked at your pattern, your pain, your timing, your rage, your bounce back, your I'm still here after every hit, and it spit out one result. You win. Not maybe, not if you're lucky, not if you play nice, not if they let you. It said, you win anyway, and now they are panicking, because you weren't supposed to show up on the radar. You were supposed to stay manageable, predictable, small enough to ignore, quiet enough to exploit, tired enough to quit. But you didn't. And let me tell you something real, something nobody says out loud. People like them, they don't fear talent. They buy talent. They rent it. They rebrand it. They turn it into content. They turn it into a product. They fear the one thing they can't purchase. A person who's been through hell and came back with receipts. A person who got used to being alone. A person who learned to move without applause. A person who can work while bleeding. A person who can smile while starving. A person who can rebuild without permission. That's you. And I know. You're sitting there like, bro, don't hype me up. Don't gas me. Don't do that motivational speaker thing. Relax. I'm not here to sprinkle glitter on your pain. I'm here to weaponize it. Because you've been living in a world where the loudest people get the most attention. Where clout beats competence. Where confidence gets rewarded, even when it's fake. Where the system hands trophies to the same faces over and over and over. And you've been the one in the corner. The one they don't repost, the one they don't invite, the one they forget to tag, the one they keep underestimating because you don't look like the poster child. And here's the sick part. They used your silence as proof you were weak. They used your patience as proof you were harmless. They used your kindness as proof you were stupid. They watched you get hit and assumed you'd stay down. That's the funniest joke I've ever heard, because the algorithm didn't just predict your success like it was some cute horoscope. No, it clocked something deeper. It clocked that you've been building a different kind of engine. Not the pretty engine, not the aesthetic engine, not the I wake up at 5 a.m. and drink green juice engine. I'm talking about the engine that gets installed when life has dragged you across concrete and you still get up like, okay, again. That engine. The one that runs on anger and purpose. The one that runs on humiliation turned into fuel. The one that runs on, I'm not letting them be right about me. And let's talk about them, because we're not pretending today. Them is the friend who switched up once you started leveling up. Them is the coworker who smiles in your face and prays you fail. Them is the family member who only supports you when it's convenient. Them is the gatekeeper who says, we'll keep your resume on file. Them is the person who broke you and expected you to stay broken. Them is every voice that ever made you feel like you were too much or not enough at the same time. And now the billionaire algorithm, this cold, data-hungry monster, it's basically saying, yeah, that one's about to become a problem. So of course they're panicking, because you're not rising in a way they understand. You're rising in a way they can't control. See, they can handle you when you're chasing validation, because validation is a leash. They can handle you when you're begging for a seat at the table, because begging makes you tame. They can handle you when you're trying to be liked, because trying to be liked makes you compromise. But you're not doing that anymore, are you? Something in you snapped, quietly. No dramatic announcement, no Instagram caption. Just one day you looked at your life and you thought, wait, why am I shrinking for people who wouldn't bleed for me? And when that switch flips, when you stop trying to earn respect from people who enjoy disrespecting you, oh, it gets ugly. It gets dangerous. Not dangerous like you're out here trying to hurt anybody. No. Dangerous like you're finally willing to hurt your old self. The version of you that procrastinated because fear felt safer than effort. The version of you that stayed loyal to people who were secretly competing with you. The version of you that kept forgiving and forgiving and forgiving because you thought love meant tolerance. No, love also means standards, and your standards are about to become a damn problem for everyone who benefited from your lack of them. Because let me paint this picture. Somewhere in a building you'll never be invited into, somebody in a clean suit is staring at dashboards, charts, trends, engagement, market moves, behavior forecasts, probability curves, and your name. Maybe not literally your name, but your profile, your pattern, is starting to spike. And they don't like that, because you're not supposed to spike. You're supposed to plateau. You're supposed to stay realistic. You're supposed to stay humble. You're supposed to stay grateful for scraps. But the data is screaming, and here's what the data sees that people don't. It sees that you've been broke before, so money doesn't scare you. You've been lonely before, so isolation doesn't break you. You've been embarrassed before, so judgment doesn't stop you. You've been behind before, so time pressure doesn't crush you. You know what that makes you? Unbuyable, unbribable, unintimidatable. And that's why they're gagging. That's why they're scrambling. Because they can't negotiate with someone who already survived the worst case scenario. You've already lived the version of your life that scared you. You already know how it feels to be ignored, to be left out, to be laughed at, to watch other people get picked while you're standing there like, am I invisible? You already know that pain. So now, what do they threaten you with? Rejection. You've been rejected. Failure. You failed and came back. Being alone. You've been alone in rooms full of people. So what's left? Nothing. And when you have nothing to lose, you become unstoppable in a way that terrifies polite society. Let me get personal with you for a second. There's a kind of exhaustion that isn't about sleep. It's about hope. That kind where you don't even want to start because you're like, what's the point? Because every time you tried before, something happened. A setback, a betrayal, a bill, a family problem, a mental crash, a moment where you just couldn't. And people looked at that moment, your moment, and they labeled you lazy, unfocused, not serious, always starting things and never finishing. They didn't know you were fighting a war you never talked about. They didn't know you were carrying stuff you never posted. They didn't know you were holding yourself together with jokes and caffeine and sheer spite. But the algorithm doesn't care about your excuses. It cares about your behavior. And it noticed something. It noticed that even when you disappear, you come back. Even when you fall off, you don't stay off. Even when you get humbled, you still keep the dream alive in the corner of your mind like a candle that refuses to go out. That candle, that's what they fear. Because once a person decides, for real, not just emotionally, once they decide with their schedule, with their habits, with their focus, it's over. Not immediately, not overnight, but inevitably. And inevitable is a word that makes powerful people sweat, because they can deal with maybe. They can manipulate maybe. They can distract maybe. They can delay maybe. But inevitable? You can't bribe inevitable. You can't cancel inevitable. You can't shame inevitable. You can't laugh at inevitable long enough to stop it. Now listen, if the machine predicted your win, don't you dare make it a liar. Because this is where most people mess it up. They get a hit of motivation, and they think the universe owes them something. They make one move, and they expect fireworks. They post one video, and they expect the world to clap. They apply once, and they expect a yes, no. Your win is not going to feel like a movie montage. It's going to feel like boredom, repetition, doing the same thing again and again and again. It's going to feel like working while nobody notices, improving while nobody compliments you, growing while people still treat you like the old version. It's going to feel like being misunderstood and staying locked in anyway. That's why they panic, because they know most people can't handle that phase. The phase where you're better, but you're not rewarded yet. The phase where you're grinding, but it's quiet. The phase where you're changing, but your environment is still trying to drag you back. And if you survive that phase, you become the person they can't stop. So here's what I need you to do. Stop telling everybody your plans. Yeah, I said it. Because some people don't listen to understand. They listen to measure. They listen to compare. They listen to find weaknesses. Your dreams don't need an audience. They need a routine. Stop performing your growth. Start living it. Move like a ghost. Show results like a jump scare. Because the people who clap the loudest for you in public, sometimes they're the same ones hoping you fail in private. And I know that sounds paranoid, but come on. You've felt it. That weird energy when you talk about your goals and the room gets colder. That fake smile. That, oh wow, that's cool with dead eyes. They don't hate you. They hate what you represent. You represent a mirror, and they don't like what they see. So let them panic. Let them whisper. Let them act confused when you stop being available. Let them throw little comments like, "You changed." Yeah, that's the point. You're not here to be convenient. You're not here to stay familiar. You're not here to be digestible. You're here to become undeniable. And that requires you to do something most people refuse to do. It requires you to disappoint people, not because you're mean, because you're busy building a life that doesn't need their approval, busy becoming the version of yourself that doesn't beg, doesn't chase, doesn't explain. And I know you've got that soft part in you, that part that wants to be understood, that part that wants to be loved without conditions, that part that wants to save everybody, help everybody, fix everything. I get it. But you've been setting yourself on fire to keep people warm who wouldn't spit on you if you were burning. So today, you stop that. You stop handing out access to people who don't respect you. You stop giving energy to people who drain you. You stop trying to convince the wrong crowd. Because the algorithm didn't predict your win based on your politeness. It predicted it based on your edge. That edge you keep trying to sand down so people don't feel threatened. Stop sanding. Sharpen it. Because here's the truth. Your sensitivity is not weakness. It's a sensor. You pick up on vibes other people miss. You feel shifts before they happen. You notice patterns. You notice lies. And you've spent years doubting that gift because people told you you were overthinking. No, you were overseeing. And now you're about to use that awareness to build something real, something that pays you back. Because let's not pretend this is just about success, like some cheesy word. This is about freedom. Freedom from being controlled by bills. Freedom from being controlled by toxic people. Freedom from being controlled by your past. It's about waking up and not feeling dread. It's about not checking your phone with anxiety. It's about not shrinking your personality because you're scared someone will leave. It's about walking into rooms like, I'm not here to be liked, I'm here to be respected. And respect starts with you. So what does this look like practically? It looks like doing the unsexy work. It looks like you handle your sleep like it matters. You handle your body like it matters. You handle your mind like it matters. Because your mind is the battlefield, and you've been letting random people plant flags in it. No more. You stop doom scrolling like it's harmless. You stop consuming other people's wins like it's entertainment. You stop feeding your insecurity with comparisons. Because comparison is the fastest way to kill your momentum. You want to know why the elites panic? Because they can't compete with someone who is fully focused. They can outspend you. They can out-network you. They can out-advertise you. But they can't outlast you if you're disciplined. They can't stop you if you stop stopping yourself. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they keep negotiating with their feelings. I don't feel like it. I'm not inspired. I'm tired. I'm not in the mood. Cool. But your future doesn't care about your mood. Your future cares about what you do consistently. So when you don't feel like it, that's the moment that counts. That's the rep that changes your life. And I'm not saying you can't rest. Rest is real. Rest is necessary. But there's a difference between resting and escaping. You know when you're escaping, when you say you're taking a break, but really you're avoiding the discomfort of becoming who you said you wanted to be. That discomfort, that's the doorway. Walk through it, and look, you're going to have days where you feel like a fraud, days where you feel behind, days where you feel like everybody else got the cheat codes and you got trauma and a cracked phone screen. Yeah, and on those days, you don't need motivation. You need identity. You need to remember who you are. You are the person who survived things that would have deleted other people. You are the person who kept going when nobody checked on you. You are the person who learned to self-soothe, self-teach, self-correct. You didn't get a perfect setup. You got pressure, and pressure makes diamonds, or it makes rubble. And you're not rubble. You're the diamond that cuts backs. So when they panic, don't take it personal. Take it as confirmation. Because the moment you start moving different, the environment starts reacting. People start testing you. They start poking you. They start trying to pull you back into old dynamics. Old friends want the old you. Old situations want the old you. Old habits want the old you. But the old you was affordable. The new you costs discipline. It costs boundaries. It costs saying no without explaining. It costs walking away without closure. It costs letting people misunderstand you and not running back to fix it. And that is exactly why you're about to win. Because winning isn't just money. It's not just status. It's the moment you realize you don't need anyone to validate what you know in your bones. You know you're built for more. You know you're dangerous in the best way. Dangerous to stagnation. Dangerous to mediocrity. Dangerous to every excuse that used to run your life. And if the billionaire algorithm saw it, if the billionaire algorithm built by people who think they can reduce humans to predictable data, if even that machine couldn't deny what's coming for you, then you have zero business doubting yourself today. Zero. So here's your move. You stop asking permission. You stop waiting for the right time. You stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a lie people tell themselves to avoid the risk of looking stupid. You're going to look stupid at first. Good. That means you're learning. You're going to be awkward. Good. That means you're growing. You're going to be inconsistent at the beginning. Good. That means you started. Because the only people who stay perfect are the people who never move. And you're not here to be perfect. You're here to be inevitable. So let them panic. Let them clutch their pearls. Let them run their little group chats. Let them pretend you're not happening. Because while they're gossiping, you're stacking. Stacking skills, stacking reps, stacking proof, stacking quiet wins that nobody can take away. And one day soon, maybe sooner than you think, they're going to see you again, and something in their stomach is going to drop, because you won't be asking for space anymore. You'll be taking it. And the craziest part, you're not even doing this to destroy them. You're doing this to finally rescue you. The version of you that deserved better. The version of you that got laughed at for dreaming.